G'day everyone, do I have a treat for you today? Actually, you can't have the treats. I'm going to have the treats because Richard's going to give me the treats.
Yes,
right?
I will.
In there in a moment. I tell you what, it is really exciting. The Ark encounter has had an incredible impact in Dry Ridge up to Florence,
Yep.
and impact in regard to hotels being built and businesses, and it's had an impact on Beans, great place for coffee and donuts and the big Texas donut and
Yep, it sure
breakfast and so on. But you actually now have separated off your bakery, and part of the reason is because you make all sorts of treats for the Ark encounter.
That's right. That's right.
So the Ark encounter has had an impact on your business, hasn't
Yes,
it?
it really has. It's really led to a lot of phenomenal growth, and we actually outgrew our facility because of the relationship that we have with the Ark.
And what we're going to do is we're going to go inside in a moment.
Yep.
This is a bakery. You had a ribbon cutting.
Just had a
and
ribbon
the
cutting.
mayor was here from Dry Ridge, and actually they're building extra hotels here in Dry
Yes, they
Ridge
are.
too. And just so people know, the Ark has had a phenomenal impact on tourism in northern Kentucky.
Yep.
And this is one of the areas. Oh, this is Richard, by the way. Did I not introduce you to Richard? This is Richard Hayho, who is the owner of Beans Cafe and Bakery. I know that a lot of our people that come to the Ark, when they stop at Dry Ridge or they stay in the hotels, they zip down to Beans. And
They do.
You have a really great name.
Yeah, there's a lot of
here.
people that pull in. And actually, standing in front of this truck, my daughter, who's 8 years old, Sadie, when she drew this picture for me and gave it to me, and we were able to get it into a graphic image and added a couple of beauty shots and put it on the side of the truck. So I'm really proud of her. And
it's quaint. It's really
very
classic.
family
Yeah,
oriented,
it is.
which is
Yeah, I
the
like
type of
that.
business we want to represent.
Now you actually have those big donuts.
Yes.
Do you have one inside?
I think you had one last time.
I
think you cleaned us out.
Yeah, I think the big one lasts for about, what, 3 weeks?
No, one sitting.
One sitting? Do you have a sample of that one inside?
I'm not sure, but we can go in.
Anyway,
and,
we got to see it. Well, let's go inside and have a look at the bakery in here.
All right.
So I want you to show us what you actually make for the Ark encounter. Actually, this is for Imzara's buffet. At Imzara's buffet. So these are donut.
Yeah, so these are donut holes,
Mm-hmm.
and they are made for the Amzar's buffet. And so the kinds, we have a few here: vanilla and blueberry, red velvet, and chocolate. There's some assortment.
So
there.
we're actually going to see now where some of the food at Imzara's is actually made.
where they are produced. That's
Because
correct.
this is food, right?
This is
Low calorie.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
From this distance away, it's ultra low calorie.
You call these cookies, right?
We call those cookies.
I call them bickies.
Okay. Bickies with a B?
B-I-C-K-I-E-S.
Okay.
Bicky.
All right.
See, in Australia, a biscuit is a cookie, but we shorten all the words, so it's bicky.
Okay.
So you make these bicky.
We make these bickies.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
And then, so they go
American
on the buffet at the Ark encounter as well.
Okay.
And then we have Brownie Bites. Okay, that's a brownie that is produced, chocolate chips in there, and so they fly off the shelf.
People right now are smelling this online and they want to eat some,
Yeah.
but they can't.
Yeah, no, they can't.
We
They
can't send
But
it over-
They can go to Imzara's and get
Yeah,
some.
they can. That's true.
Oatmeal Cookies is next on here, so they are produced as well. That's one of the leading movers over there. And then we've got a double chocolate chip cookie, and then a chocolate chip cookie, as you can see, well loaded with chocolate chips.
And macaroons.
And macaroons, which we are producing right now, and hoping to get those on the buffet. So
I love macaroons.
that'll be something that.
Well, you need to tell the kitchen staff there that Ken Ham loves macaroons.
Okay, I will. I'll be sure to. I think you just did.
So, and
In front of here, we have a coconut cream pie and a chocolate cream pie.
so you do those for the desserts for
As well,
Imzara's?
yes.
Because I tasted those.
Yeah.
Because I'm coconut cream pie.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, it's a nice item.
So you produce these bakery goods
Yep.
for Ark encounter, and then these
All
are
of these are produced out of this facility, and then over and above that, we also produce some of our own goods for the bakery. So, you know,
I see one of my favorites there.
the maple, yeah,
Maple donut. Look at that.
the maple donut is a highlight. We also do a fruity pebble. There's a maple bacon there, which is extraordinary.
Maple bacon? Mm-hmm. Really?
That's all your protein, and
Yeah, I
for
can
one
see
day.
it. Oh yeah, your protein, your carbohydrate, and
You
your
get the
fat.
whole bit.
It's like a whole meal.
Right.
Yes, I totally agree with
And
that.
then we've got some muffins that we produce and brownies.
Maybe the people watching this can tell us which would be their favorite donut. You don't have your big Texas donut.
I don't see the Texan one here, but
No, but anyway. So you've got, okay, it's maple. What is this one?
that's a glazed.
Glazed donut.
Yeah, and a glazed croissant.
Glazed croissant.
Double chocolate,
Double
so chocolate
chocolate.
cake, blueberry, and then a blueberry fritter, red velvet, and a glazed with a vanilla sprinkle. Vanilla cake in the back, regular chocolate raised, fruity pebbles, which is great, and the maple bacon.
I'm amazed you know the name to all those.
Hey, you know, I've been able to help
But
the customers.
you bake them here.
I've learned them.
You bake them here.
Yeah, we
so-
learned them here, and so next we've got muffins and just some different
Poppy
varieties.
seed.
Poppy seed, yeah,
Yeah,
honey
poppy
bran,
seed. Honey bran.
yeah. We've got a pineapple, blueberry, banana nut, cherry cordial, cinnamon spice, and a double chocolate. Brownies,
You can tell it's not Starbucks.
No.
These are real muffins.
yeah, we make them here.
Yeah.
So then more cookies and larger and smaller size. And there's something new that we're getting into now is decorating sugar cookies similar along the donut line. So going with more of a gourmet.
Wonder if we call those sugar bickies in Australia. We probably, you know what, we'd use the American term, cookies. That's
Do you
what we
use the, is Bicky contingent on size, or is it just whatever size?
Well, there's
It
cream
doesn't matter.
bickies and no, there's all sorts of different bickies. But-
Okay. And then, you know, we actually produce a all-natural dog treat.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's a wheat based product. There's no animal proteins in it, but it's an all natural, and you could eat it yourself.
So if evolutionists come, they could eat that because they believe we're all animals.
Well, they could, you know.
So
There was you know, and that product is something that I've tasted myself. So
is that really?
yeah,
So and all sorts of breads.
and
I
then just
see.
breads. Yeah, so
Okay.
all of our sandwiches that we make are produced on bread. So there's a variety of breads available that the staff produces.
So we're going to go and have a look at the actual bakery because now you've expanded. The Ark has had an
Yep.
impact on that.
It
so
sure
you've
has.
expanded.
Over here, we have a little treat for you.
Oh, okay.
And so there's a ham sandwich, fairly fitting,
oh, look at that.
I would say.
Yeah, ham sandwich.
and
Exactly.
a
I love ham sandwiches.
ham sandwich, if
Maple donut.
maple
my favorite.
donut, your favorite, and a latte,
Latte in a beans cup.
and a beans mug.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like that. That's a nice mug. Look at
yeah. And then there's also some sandwiches. You know, if that's not enough, you can. There's a few others.
that. Okay, that should be enough. For, I think for a snack.
You should be able to take care of that.
Yeah, we should be able to.
All right.
Okay, let's go and have a look at bakery. I'll come back and grab my latte. Here in a
Okay.
moment. So you do lattes and all that at the actual cafe.
At the restaurant. Yeah, sure
I mean,
do.
I've been there many times with my wife. So, uh-oh,
Oh, we got the
we got a
hairnet
All
guy.
right, we got the hairnet thing. Okay, so let me see how we do that. All right. Do you know?
I put a hole in this one, kind of pre-holed.
So let me see how I go here. Okay. How do I look? Okay. We'll need to give one to our videographer too here. So we'll give one to her. Actually, I'll get it ready for you.
I don't think the camera needs one.
She might need help.
She might
putting that on.
need a hand with
Yeah.
that, Kevin.
So, all right. How do I look in the hairnet? Pretty good, eh? I think it looks pretty good.
pretty good.
Look at it. You look much better.
It looks all right. All right.
Okay, so let's see where you make all these items.
So over here we produce a donut hole, and so this we're actually starting at the end of it here. But let me bring you just down here.
I thought donut holes you just got donuts and cut the middle out of them.
Well, some we do.
You actually do?
Yeah.
Oh.
These ones actually are cake donuts, and so it comes through a hopper, and it's like a cake batter, which is dispensed through this dispensing system, and it falls into the shortening.
So people who eat at Amzara's when they go to the dessert place,
Yep.
there, those donut holes.
Those
came
donut
from
holes
here.
will very possibly wind up there. So they go in, they get dropped, and there's a timed conveyor system which flips them, and they're in for a bake time, and then they come off the end,
How do you work in here and not want to eat these all the time? The smell is such that...
The smell is very good. And then they go off the end, and then they're glazed. Glazed and trayed and dried and then packaged.
Looks like they're producing these rolls, bread.
So they've got, bread going on here. So the dough is made, and then it's rolled into a log form, put into a container, and then it's allowed time to rise.
You know, there wouldn't be many coffee shops, bakeries, cafes, places that would have their own bakery like this.
No, not many. So we're very thankful to be able to produce that, and it makes a fresh product. A lot of handwork, you know. It's not just something that's coming out of a giant machine. It's a lot of employment.
So again,
and a lot of care.
This is just a part of the impact, or the ARC contributes to the impact here at Beans Cafe and Bakery.
That's correct. What you see in here are cookies being baked right now that have just come off of the cookie machine.
Now, are they some of the cookies that we use at Emzara's as well?
Yes, those are the cookies that will then, after they get baked, they will get iced, and they will be sent over to be used in the buffet.
Oh, and they come through this machine here.
So before it goes in the oven, it comes out of this machine.
And my wife has to, if she makes cookies, she'll have to sit there and do them all individually by hand. And
so that's what we used to do at the restaurant. Right. We used to hand scoop every single cookie.
But now you can do them on a machine.
And now, yes, thanks to what we're sending over to the buffet, that we are able to produce the same quality, but without some of the time that is invested. It used to take about 10 minutes for us to do what this machine does in 30 seconds.
Makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So if it takes you a lot less time, that means we get them all much cheaper now, right?
Absolutely. And then over here, once they come out of the oven, the cookies are brought over here, and Kevin's going to demonstrate that they come off. So they come over here, and then we pipe each of the cookies with some icing product. Yeah, and then it goes onto a rack, and then it gets taken over.
And then it gets taken over to Emzara's.
Yes.
Yeah, isn't that interesting to see how we have the arcing counter, we have our Emzara's buffet there, and now a business in Dry Ridge is involved with us in producing the cookies and donut holes and other things. Yeah. And there's that impact all over, that sort of economic impact in northern Kentucky.
You know, this building was empty for a period of time. Actually, the restaurant was empty for a period of time before we moved up to there. This building we were able to acquire as well and move it down, move the bakery down to this side, and look at all the machinery, employment and the machinery and the things going on here. You know,
and actually this is multiplied throughout northern Kentucky because the Arc and the Creation Museum have had a big impact on that.
It sure is. We have people every day that come into the restaurant wearing orange, or we know what color it is from the wristband.
Because they have different color bands each day. You know, this is nearly as big as the one my wife has.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
This is the little one. This is the little one. This is only 80 quarts.
This is the biggest one.
This is 145. So
what do you call these? Mixer?
It's a big mixer. That'll produce a lot of donuts.
Well, Richard, you certainly have done a great job with your cafe and
thank you.
Now the bakery, and we appreciate the relationship with the Arc Encounter. It's great to have a relationship with local businesses and people like yourself. And I want to go back and get my latte and maple donut.
There's a little something in there.
Yeah, we'll have to go back and do that.
Okay.
So with that, how about we finish off here? I'm going to go and eat my maple donut and my latte
And your latte?
and
a
ham
ham
sandwich,
sandwich.
for lunch.
All right.
Yep. So thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Thank
and
you,
hey, next time you come to visit the Ark, drop in and see Beans.
Stop being at Beans.
And say hi to Richard if you
Yep,
say.
it's in Dry Ridge,
And Dry Ridge, that's right. Just
Yep.
5 miles
north of the Ark.
north of the Ark.
Yep.
It's the main exit.
The main exit with all the food and
Right, and
but
hotels.
Pretty much the only non-chain. So come see me.
Yeah.